After the US, Iran, Israel, their war having going on right now, the oil rate are keep on pushing toward the higher range because of they are the major countries which is controlling the oil. So while the war crisis flare up, the shaking investor sentiment also they are actually fearing, and somehow the India is also going to get impacted if the oil price is going to be keep on increases because it's going to be affected if the war continue. The supply of the oil, the crude oil, which is going to be impact a lot, that will cause a lot of problem in the Indian economy. Coming days, like we have seen the crude oil prices like literally going nearly 10% to the higher range. So we can see that the continuously the tension is getting very much high. So I think it's very much obvious why the oil prices keep on getting exceeding right now. The escalation of the geopolitical tension in the West Asia has stirred chaos, confusion, and fear among the investor worldwide, while the equities in the India and other oil importing countries are really under pressure. As the US and Israel launching the first targeted attack on the Iran, the continuously like a Strait of Hormuz, like which is situated in this particular area because the oil transport region which is going to be get impact, and like nearly 40% of the Indian crude import the transit through the SOH. So if the 40% of the oil which is getting coming from the SOH area, so think about if the war continue, if this barrier is going to be get impacted, the oil price is going to be definitely high. So US actually shut down a lot of area also, like Beirut, Kuwait and Bahrain embassies, and in order to like evacuate their own citizen diplomats across the Middle East Asia. It means they have the sentiment because of they think like the war is not going to be end very soon. It's going to be continue. So that's why they are evacuating all the US citizens. So that actually setting a mind like it's not going to be shut down right now. It's going to be continue. The next news is about the US-Israel-Iran war. It's a security expert which is says from the Washington, and the key pontoons are getting strike to the various places like the hospitals and the neighboring buildings and like the resident area. The official continue to monitor the situation and advise the citizen to follow the local authorities and remain alert. So that is like it is a very much obvious why they wanted to evacuate because they are hitting their missiles to every places. Right now, why is the US evacuating diplomats? Because the security expert says that it is going to be cause a lot of American citizens are sitting over there, so that's why like we wanted to evacuate. But I think the main reason is behind that one. The tension is going to remain stuck here for a while. So that's why they don't want to be keep hurting their own citizens because of the war is coming from the USA. They don't want to be get harm the US citizens. So that's why it's going to be continue for the couple of days. I think they are going to evacuate. If the evacuation is not happening, it means somewhere the talk is going to be initiated and they're probably going to be stop the war. But right now it's not this situation. Here's some of the images that you can see. This is the hospital building which is damaged how like a lot. It really says that the war is not going to be any kind of easy war. It's actually going it's creating a lot of chaos and it's heartfelt situation right now for the citizens those who are. So these are the like explosion missiles. They are keep on coming from the USA and Israel. They are actually assassinated like their supreme leader also. And the Iran continued Tuesday retaliate against the Israel throughout the Gulf, where the nation hosted the US asset. Right now, at least 787 people have been killed in the US-Israeli strike on the minimum of 131 cities across the Iran. The Iranian Red Crescent Society said on the Tuesday. They have declared the lot of population which is coming on the media, and I believe it is more than thousands of population which is going to be get either dead or injured. What impacting to the Asian market right now? The like KUSPI, it's complete. It used to be one of the best performing index of the year. I saw the losses nearly 6.5% in afternoon. The Japan Nikkei fell nearly 3%, was the Australian dropped around 1.5%, the same equally which is the Indian market fell down. The China also fell nearly 1.3%, and everything like you see the airline is getting like right now stop because they are launching their missiles here and there. So the like Korean Air Lines, their company, they down by 9%, and the Japan Airlines thinking about the 6%. Think about, it is way more than we have thought. And not only that, think about the oil price also increasing, and the airline is going to get stuck. The companies is going to be lose a major jump, major stake also. The Asian Pacific sell-off come after the US stock held overnight despite the escalating the economic risk of the widening conflict, including the surging energy price like the oil, natural gases that keep on getting increased because, like I said, it's going to be threat the SOH area, which is like in India, like 40% of the oil which location. Nearly on the last trading session, nearly 11 lakh crore wiped out completely because of the war. So you can see how it's deadly for the market when the war continue. So it's going to be continue or not, that is up to the situation global. If it is stabilized, then it is okay. Otherwise, this is going to be keep on getting fall and fall. So maybe possibly we will see the lot of bloodbath in the coming days in the market. So the major impact which is going to be created in the market because of the Israel-Iran war, and the president of the USA, Donald Trump, they have said we have done the damage. It will going to be take a tremendous damage, and that would take them year to rebuild. So this is going to be not an easy. It means the US have been. It is very much large scale military operation coming on Iran. So I think they are going to be continue until unless the things is not going to be under their control. The crude oil prices it's keep on getting increase. So right now, I think they have said around the 50% of the Indian like crude oil import 2.56 2.6 million barrel per day. So that is the one of the major reason, like the area, the transportation area, which is going to be maybe possible cause a lot of damage into the market. So probably if it the crude oil price increasing, it means the transport system is broken, the war is continue, the market is going to be show you the red. The gold and silver rate, currently today when I see the gold rate also fell to 3% and the 9%, but overall it is keep on getting increasing. And I think whenever the chaos is coming into the market, it's quite obvious the commodity price increase because investors are very much uncertain because of this geopolitical tension. They wanted to be prevent their fund which is stored in the market, they exit out, the market fill out, and they input into the this kind of asset class. So that's why the market is going to be move